10 interesting facts about the Milky Way. The Milky Way galaxy is an immense and very interesting place. Our solar system resides roughly 27,000 light-years away from the galactic center, on the inner edge of one of the spiral-shaped concentrations of gas and dust particles called the Orion Arm. For starters, the Milky Way is a disk about 120,000 light-years across with a central bulge that has a diameter of 12,000 light-years. See the Guide to Space article for more information. In fact, it is warped in shape, a fact which astronomers attribute to our galaxy's two neighbors, the Large and Small Magellanic Clouds. These two dwarf galaxies, which are part of our local group of galaxies and may be orbiting the Milky Way, are believed to have been pulling on the dark matter in our galaxy like in a game of galactic tug-of-war. The tugging creates a sort of oscillating frequency that pulls on the galaxy's hydrogen gas, of which the Milky Way has lots of. For more information, check out how the Milky Way got its warp. In this case, the halo is actually invisible, but its existence has been demonstrated by running simulations of how the Milky Way would appear without this invisible mass, and how fast the stars inside our galaxy's disk orbit the center. As galaxies go, the Milky Way is a middleweight. Dwarf galaxies such as the aforementioned Large Magellanic Cloud have about 10 billion stars. The Milky Way has between 100 to 400 billion stars, but when you look up into the night sky, the most you can see from any one point on the globe is about 2,500. This number is not fixed, however, because the Milky Way is constantly losing stars through supernovae, and producing new ones all the time, about 7 per year. Though it may not look like it to the casual observer, the Milky Way is full of dust and gas. Still, when light pollution is not significant, the dusty ring of the Milky Way can be discerned in the night sky. The Milky Way wasn't always as it is today, a beautiful, warped spiral. In fact, the Canis Major dwarf galaxy is the closest galaxy to the Milky Way because its stars are currently being added to the Milky Way's disk. Currently, we can't take a picture of the Milky Way from above. This is due to the fact that we are inside the galactic disk, about 26,000 light-years from the galactic center. This means that any of the beautiful pictures you've ever seen of a spiral galaxy that is supposedly the Milky Way is either a picture of another spiral galaxy, or the rendering of a talented artist. However, this doesn't mean that we can't take breathtaking images of the Milky Way from our vantage point. Most larger galaxies have a supermassive black hole, SMBH, at the center, and the Milky Way is no exception. The center of our galaxy is called Sagittarius A, a massive source of radio waves that is believed to be a black hole that measures 22.5 million kilometers, 14 million miles, across, about the size of Mercury's orbit. The oldest stars in our Milky Way are found in globular clusters, and the age of our galaxy is determined by measuring the age of these stars, and then extrapolating the age of what preceded them. Though some of the constituents of the Milky Way have been around for a long time, the disk and bulge themselves didn't form until about 10 to 12 billion years ago. As big as it is, the Milky Way is part of an even larger galactic structures. Farther out, we find that the Milky Way is part of an even larger grouping of galaxies known as the Virgo supercluster. Superclusters are groupings of galaxies on very large scales that measure in the hundreds of millions of light-years in diameter. In between these superclusters are large stretches of open space where intrepid explorers or space probes would encounter very little in the way of galaxies or matter. In the case of the Virgo supercluster, at least 100 galaxy groups and clusters are located within its massive 33 megaparsec, 110 million light-year, diameter. The Milky Way, along with everything else in the universe, is moving through space. The Earth moves around the Sun around the Milky Way, and the Milky Way is part of the local group, which is moving relative to the cosmic microwave background, CMB, radiation, the radiation left over from the Big Bang. We have written many interesting articles about the Milky Way for Universe Today.